Now that we have created the shell for the project, let's expand it by adding in information about the items and surfaces that we're going to paint. I'll start by tapping on the Add Item button. Note the messaging advising that an upcharge is added for each line item automatically. These are processing fees that are passed on to the client and are how PaintFlow is offered to you for free. To avoid seeing this message in future, tap on Don't Show Again. I'll give this item a descriptive name. Note that the item's name is client-facing and will appear on the proposal. We also want to be sure to pick the appropriate item type, because the selection made here determines the options for substrates. Since this is an exterior job, I'll choose Exterior. Next, I'll expand the Substrates section. Here I can select the surfaces we're going to paint. In this case, we will paint the body and the base trim. So I will enable the sliders for those two options. I will enter in a line item amount for each of those options, and when I scroll down, I can see the total cost calculated for this part of the project, including the processing fees. Now I'll expand the Materials section. Here is where we will document the materials that we will be using, such as our paint and primer. We can also specify the maximum number of colors that we will work with. In this case, we're going to have different colors for the walls and the trim, so I will choose 2 color allowance. We can add a note here, such as the colors that the customer wants to use. I'll tap on the Pick Images button, and once again I can select an existing photo in my gallery, or I can use my camera to take a new one if I'm on site. In this case, I will pick an existing image from the gallery. Now that I have selected the item type, the substrates and materials, I've added images, added pricing to line items and calculated the cost, I will tap the Save Item button. The item has now been added to the project. If I want to make any changes to the item, I can tap here on the Edit button, make those changes, and then save the item again. If I need to remove the item and start over, I can tap the Delete icon here.